Can you imagine all the pressure there was on LeBron at 18 years old? He was supposed to be the next Michael Jordan, and just everything he was going through as somebody so young.
The whole LeBron thing bothers me because he's one of the greatest of all time. Yeah. And it just looks like we keep trying to find why he's not great. Like we every day you turn on ESPN or any of these, we keep looking at why LeBron is not great instead of celebrating his greatness. And I don't understand why that is. I've never seen so many people want LeBron to fail. Like his rookie year, it's amazing how when I grew up, we celebrated our stars. Yeah. You know, we celebrated our heroes. And now we don't even let them be stars or heroes. We're looking, we're nitpicking, we're tearing them apart. He was also 19 and 20 and 21. The people who were criticizing him were 55. You know, and they were looking at it through the lens of a 55-year-old or 60-year-old or 70-year-old where they've seen these mistakes and they've seen all the experience and they've gone through all the experience of life. And they thought LeBron should know at 20, at 21, at 25 even, you know, that he should know how to lead a team. He should know how to talk to players when they're down. No, you don't. You learn that with life. He was a basketball savant, but he wasn't a life savant. Yeah. You know, no one is. Yeah. You become that through life. You don't just get that. That's the one thing I've always said. There's a lot of born leaders, but you're better at it the older you get because of life experiences. You don't get that as a shortcut. You can shortcut in sports because you're so great that you can be great at 19 and 20. But the leadership part, you know, look at Kobe. I mean, Kobe early in his career, and you just go by. Look at Michael. It took Michael 7 years to win an NBA title. Yeah. It's because he didn't trust. He didn't trust the system. He wanted to dominate himself. He didn't get the importance of using his teammates and using everyone else. But no one criticized Michael back then. And the difference between Michael and LeBron, when Michael came in the league, he surprised everybody how great he was. When LeBron came in the league, they expected him to be great, so it was already on him. Michael, in some ways, we allowed him to grow into greatness. We didn't allow LeBron that, and he still overachieved. LeBron is better than anyone ever thought, which is amazing. When you think, if you read it, you should go back and read the articles about LeBron coming into the NBA and then say he overachieved that. It's remarkable. He rarely gets hurt. Yeah. He always shows up. He's had some of the biggest clutch games in NBA history, yet no one knows it. Yeah. It's incredible. I think LeBron's going to be one of those guys when he retires in 10 years from now, people are going to say, man, LeBron James was one of the best players ever. Yeah. And we're going to be back saying, we were trying to tell you that 20 years ago, you're too busy telling us that he wasn't. But he is.
When I watched Dallas defending LeBron in the 2011 NBA Finals, it looked a lot like your defense against LeBron in those years.
Yes.
Did you talk to Rick Carlisle to help him out before that finals?
No, I did not. I mean, he obviously, what coaches do is they see what you do, you know, and we defended LeBron well, you know, for a while. You know, I will say this though, I thought LeBron early in his career was he just came out and played. Like he was just better than everybody. Where I give LeBron a ton of credit, and it's funny, Paul Pierce and I were talking about it, and Kevin, at Paul's retirement, how the Cleveland LeBron was so much different than the Miami LeBron. The Cleveland LeBron, we would run plays and he would get food. We could trick him. We could do things. Sometimes his athletic ability and his instincts would figure it out anyway. The Miami LeBron was a student of the game. He was prepared. He had learned the other way you don't win. This way you win. I mean, I remember the distinct moment sitting next to Thibodeau, and we call a play, and he's calling out our actions. 21 down, they're going over here, and this is LeBron in Miami. In Cleveland, he didn't know what we were running, didn't study it. And it was amazing. It was a sad and proud moment at the same time. Sad because I was thinking, this is not good for us. Proud that I was thinking he's become a student. He's learned that, it takes more than just ability to win. And you knew it was coming. You knew he was going to start winning. I don't know if I've ever shared this, but my speech before we played Miami that year, and we clearly wasn't, we were older. We just, but we still we had him. And LeBron, I kind of took those 2 games. Was before the game, I want you guys to look down and see who's talking to each other on Miami's team. And it'll be only 3. And before each game, Bosh and Wade and LeBron would do that little shadow boxing thing. And I said, the 2 things I see there, number 1, they're not hitting each other. We have to hit them. Yeah. I said, number 2, it's only 3 of them. Where's the rest of the team? And I said, they'll never win. They won't beat us, which I was wrong, they did, but we pushed them. I said, they'll never win until there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys shadow boxing with them. And I think LeBron in that first go around, him and Wade and Bosh thought they were enough. The second time around, they used the whole team. And you saw Shane Battier and even Chalmers, who they stayed on all the time. But he was huge for them. And, they used their teammates, and they allowed their teammates to express themselves, and they were a better team because of it. I asked him, what did he learn from our group? And he says, seriousness. Like, have a lot of fun, and then know when to be serious. Preparation, practice, execution. Those are the words that he used. And then he said role playing was his last thing. He said everyone had a role. Everyone had a role. Everyone accepted their role, and it was the player's job. As much as you sold it, what you pushed on us, it was the player's job to sell the role to each other and keep them in it. So that to me is what you learn.